If you've ever heard Anna and I talk before, we always say that you should have an email list. If you have an email list, you should probably have newsletters. But what the heck do you put in those newsletters? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's Coffee Talk.
Okay, ready? Cheers.
Woo!
So yeah, newsletters. You've got to have them. What is the point of getting everybody onto your email list if you're not going to send a newsletter?
Ooh, I know. Just to send out discounts and promotions, right?
Totally. No.
Totally not.
Totally not. So your newsletter cannot, like for the love, your newsletter cannot only be for you to send out, hey, 20% off everybody who books this week.
Because then people are just going to ignore it. They're going to ignore it.
Except for Mr. McCheapy.
Oh, yes.
Who's not going to ignore it, but you don't want him as your client.
Or Miss McCheapy. Miss and
or
Mrs.
Miss McCheapy.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't like to put women in that category.
You're so right.
So what are we going to put in your newsletter, right? So you're like, okay, if I can't put discounts in my newsletter, what am I going to put in there?
Okay, well, I'll tell you. Let me just tell you the first thing you have to do. Step number 1, friends. You have to know who your target market is. You have to know who your dream client is. Is it the bride? Is it the mom? It can't be all of them. You got to figure it out, hone it in, okay? Mm-hmm. So let's just say, Anna, our target client, our dream client is a bride. What would we put in the newsletter if we're not going to put discounts and promotions?
Okay, so let's see. One example of what I would send to a bride would be my 5 top favorite vendors for weddings. What's one example that you would send if, say, your target client was a mom, Jamie?
Oh, put me on the spot. Well, since I'm a mother, that one is not very difficult because I would put the things that I want to know about. So one of the things that you could do is maybe a favorite book series that you and your child are reading, something that is helpful to your dream client that they can take away. And guess what? It doesn't have to have anything to do with photography at all. You're just giving them something that they can take away and say, wow, that was really helpful. And you're staying on their mind.
Yeah, can I give you an example outside of the photography industry of a newsletter that I love? Because if you guys know me, I love to take examples from other businesses outside of the photography industry and learn from them.
Absolutely.
My realtor sends me monthly like a household tip.
That is mine.
So,
your realtor does that too?
Yours?
Yeah, I have that in pro photography.
Oh yeah, you do.
This must be a realtor thing.
Too. What?
I said this must be a realtor thing. Do you like save yours?
I do. I save them, and they're so... Okay, so I've learned a lot from my realtor about, like, things you can do with dryer sheets or, like, all of this crazy stuff, and I love them, and I open them every time, and guess what?
What?
When somebody needs a realtor, or when real estate comes up at all, or if for some reason I decide that I'm going to move and live next door to Jamie, guess who I'm going to call?
The dryer sheet lady realtor.
The dryer sheet lady.
Totally.
She is getting my phone call. She's the first person I'm referring. She is at the top of my mind when it comes to realtors.
Yeah,
Boom.
Absolutely. Boom. So a lot of what a newsletter is to give great, helpful tips so that you can stay on the mind of the client. Because like right now is perfect timing. We're kind of in a slower season. You know, it's dead of winter. So this is a great time to be keeping on the mind of your client by sending out helpful tips or helpful information on different things. So just think about your dream client. What are they interested in? And how can you feed into that? All right. Well, that's our tips on today's Coffee Talk. We hope that you will join us next week.
Now, in the comments below, we want to hear from you. So comment below and let us know, do you send out a newsletter? And what do you normally put in it?
Awesome.
Now I have to go this way.
Oh, you're so funny, girl. Okay.
Cheers.
Oh, you're off the grid. You're off the grid. This is really hard to do on the internet.